There are so many issues that involve children, but kids don't have a voice in the primary process. That is starting to change, though, thanks to a group called Every Child Matters. Ray Brewer is live in Manchester this morning with more on that. Ray.
Good morning, Kate, and I'm joined now by the president of Every Child Matters and Andy Smith, also the director of the UNH Survey Center. And Michael Petit, first of all, yours is a fairly new organization. Why did it come into being?
Because the needs of children are simply not well represented in Washington, D.C. Their needs are too often elbowed off the table by stronger groups. So we wanted to create a national organization that could employ the same tools of raising the visibility of kids' issues that every other organization, every other group uses.
But bottom line is kids can't vote.
They can't vote, but the rest of us can, and the confidence we have is that once the public understands their needs better, and once we conduct public forums and advertising, that there'll be a movement towards greater support for children's needs.
Now, you're releasing a poll today that shows that this is an issue that's very much on the minds of New Hampshire citizens. To what extent is New Hampshire mirror what's going on in the rest of the country?
Well, I think when it comes to children, New Hampshire citizens are as concerned about their children as everybody else is. They want more investments in them. They want the President of the United States to focus on that issue as well as some other issues. And they recognize that too many kids are in stressful situations and that families are in stressful situations. So our polling is consistent around the country. Do more for children.
Now, Andy, every time there is a poll, one of the questions that invariably comes up is, how was it done? Was it fair? Now, your group didn't do this, but you've had a chance to look at the poll and the way it was done. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this was a well-done poll by Mason-Dixon Polling. They're a nationally known independent polling organization, and they did a very good job, I believe, with this poll. And what's important that I see is, in talking with Michael, is the results are very similar to things you'll see in other states, and they also mirror the kind of results we see in our own polling when we look at the issues that are important to people in New Hampshire.
Anything jump out at you in terms of differences, men versus women, Democrats versus Republicans?
Well, one of the things that we do see in this poll is that the Democratic primary voters are much more likely to be influenced or to be concerned about children's issues than are Republicans to a certain extent. And I think that's actually a good thing right now because we're in the midst of the Democratic primary, and we've got 9 candidates at least who have an opportunity to really focus on this issue.
But the methodology was sound in terms of this poll?
Absolutely, the methodology was sound. It was a good random digit dialing poll of the state.
Okay, thank you very much. If you'd like to find out more about the poll, you can always check the group's website. You'll find the results of the poll listed there, and you can see that website address, everychildmatters.org, on your screen right there. The group is also holding a press conference later today. That press conference will take place at 11:30 at the Legislative Office Building in Concord. Reporting live in Manchester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
All right, thank you, Ray.